Namaste, greetings of love and light. Let's sit down comfortably with the spine straight. Have a beautiful smile on your face. And take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. Take another deep breath in and gently breathe out. Oh. 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 Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kashyat Dukhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. As and when you feel comfortable, you gently open your eyes with a big, big smile. Namaste. Today we'll talk about the importance of recharging. We are all like batteries, which are rechargeable. But the recharge doesn't work at one place. It needs different kinds of recharging. Physical recharging, emotional recharging, mental recharging, and spiritual recharging. By now, you must have understood what I'm trying to tell you. Physically, to recharge, what you have is important. Mm. And what you do is also important. What you have, like good food. Mm. Now, in food also, the food comprises of three types or three natures. Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. Sattvic is what keeps you very, very active and in a state of sattva or bliss or ananda. It will keep you always composed, no agitation, no spurt of energies here and there. It will keep you in a state of composure, in a state of ananda. The Rajasic will make you demand for things. The Tamasic adds flavors, but makes you a bit lethargic and pulls down your overall performance. Your energy level will go down. Your state of mind will drop. You will be more engrossed in worldly activities. And you will be more concerned about me, me, me. Anger creeps in, irritation creeps in, misunderstandings creep in, lack of clarity creeps in. Aggressiveness creeps in when you have the tamasic food. So, what you have is important for your state of mind. So, if you are feeling agitated, restless, and all, you should know that it's not the circumstances, it is what you're having that is creating that disturbance. Now, food is something that everyone needs to have, not just humans, but even animals. No one is devoid of it. Some may say, oh, I have once in a week. That's also, but still, he needs to have, or he or she needs to have to survive. Not just the food, but the way the food is prepared is also equally important. The state with which the food is prepared is also equally important. If you are in a state of bhakti, if you are in a state of love, if you are in a state of peace, The food that you prefer is also in that state. But if you're angry and irritated, have you seen how the food tastes after what you have made in anger or irritation? I'm sure all of you have experienced. If you have not experienced, your husbands will tell you how the food was that day. Hmm? Either it will be burnt, or there will be a lot of salt, or the spices will not be in proportion. Hmm? And then they'll ask, आज mood ठीक नहीं था. So understand that food also plays a very important role, but the mood with which the food is prepared also has a very important play. So when you go to prepare food, keep the right mood. That is why in the ancient tradition they used to say that, have a shower, go with a wet cloth and prepare. Now, why shower? Why wet cloth? Because it will flush off everything that's there in the body. It cleanses you off. If you're angry, if you're depressed, if you're sad, if you just go and have a shower, that anger, that depression, that irritation will get washed off. Those of you who deny, go and have a shower for half an hour and come out and then tell me. You will not have any energy to even move your finger. You will be like, let me go and rest. Okay? Because you have not experienced it, you must be having the shower also in anger and throwing the water on your body just to have a shower, then that doesn't work. But if you have it with a intention that you get peaceful and calm after that, you will get peaceful and calm after it. So that is why the importance of keeping your state, your composure, because you're not just recharging yourself, but you're recharging the whole house with the energy that you are carrying. And then you will say कि everyone fights with me. जब अपने अंदर वो है तो दूसरे लोग वही देंगे. Why? Because we are feeding that food. We are angry and irritated and we create that food. And we recharge it to everyone with that same food and expect that others be calm and composed and loving. Not possible. Because you are saying that this is the food. You are giving them polluted food and expecting them to be clean. Not a possibility. The recharging is at fault. We have domestic help many a times in India. And then you want them to make food. You keep shouting on them 24/7, सब्जी ठीक से नहीं काटा, टाइम पे नहीं आए, घर ठीक से साफ नहीं हुआ, नमक ज़्यादा हो गया, मिर्ची ज़्यादा हो गया, चीनी ठीक से नहीं डाला, इनके लिए चीनी नहीं डालना चाहिए, उसमें शक्कर इतना डालना चाहिए, अभी पानी नहीं डालना चाहिए. If you have so many demands, it's better that you yourself do the work. One. Second, if you keep recharging them with these thoughts and expect the food to taste better, no way. Because that person who's making that food at that point in time is frustrated with whatever complaints you have given him or her, and then that food is being made. So if you keep shouting on the person, अरे बर्तन इतने आवाज ना करो, खुद कर लो. If you really want to have that peace, do it yourself. No one's stopping you from doing it. But understand that whatever you give, you are going to have it back. So if you pamper the person with love and care, you will get that love and care in the form of the food. So very important to take care of your domestic health. Second is exercise. It's very important to exercise physically as well. Some amount of exercise, walking, some stretching. If you do yoga, you can do yoga. If not, some form of thing to keep your body active. Nothing that ऐसे ही करना है or this is the only way to do it or that's the only way to do it. But the best form of exercise is done with calm and composure. Many a time these days people say gym, 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 gym. Hmm? So day before I was in one of these Zakir Khan's show, and he was mentioning that as a kid, they used to tie the tire to a rope and pull it, lift heavy weights, basta and stuff. And that was the exercise because hardships of life. Now that he has become Zakir Khan, so people advised him to go to the gym. And once he went to the gym, there he is being asked to lift dumbbells. And then a tire is tied with a big rope and you are supposed to play with it. He's like, this I've done as a kid for free. And now I'm having to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars just to do the same thing, but with aggression inside a closed environment, controlled environment, and 10 people behind you asking, "Bhai, you do your stuff fast so we can get in line." Now that again creates irritation, anger, frustration. Instead, be natural, do it at home. If you really don't have work, take a 23 kg suitcase and try to lift it up 4 times a day. And if you don't have the suitcase to carry, just think that you're going on a trip and carry it. Char bari. Think that you're going to your favorite vacation. Your mood will also be uplifted. Your energy to carry that suitcase will also change. Many of the ladies like going to Maika, and every time they fight with their husband, they say, "Maike chali jaungi." So think that you're going to your Maika and be ready to carry the suitcase. You do it sometimes, it'll keep you fit and fine. This is physical recharging. Then emotional recharging. Emotionally, also one needs to recharge. What you give, you will receive. If you keep frowning and being angry and frustrated and disheartened, the person on the other side is charged with the same kind of a thing, and then you get it in return. For example, your day has been very bad, very stressful. Your maid didn't turn up, so you had to clean the house. And then your husband comes home, and then his day was equally tiring. Now, instead of comforting the person, you start complaining. Your husband also will start complaining. What you give, you will receive. You start throwing tantrums, even he equally is getting chance to throw tantrums. Because even he has gone through the whole day. So now it's important what you're trying to share. Are you trying to share good thoughts, good words with the right emotions? Not just sharing, I love you, and then you're like, "हाँ, अभी शॉपिंग ना चलो, उसके बाद बताती हूँ." If the love really has the meaning, there will be no demand. So develop that feeling within you and then share it. And then when you see, life becomes beautiful. Emotional connect is to be strong. Emotional recharge is to be made strong. This is emotional. So whatever emotion you expect to receive, try start emanating that within your system. If you want to be at peace, emanate peace. If you want to be in anger, emanate anger. देखो, सामने वाला व्यक्ति जितना भी पीसफुल हो, अगर आगे वाला व्यक्ति में गुस्सा है, तो 3-4 दफा वो चुप रहेगा, 5वें दफा वो भी भड़केगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, this is the worst example that I should give, but this is the example. India and Pakistan. India is a very, very peace-loving country. It will not go into war without getting provoked. It doesn't like to get into war. बट अगर 4 बारी छुरी मारोगे, 5वें बार हम भी थोप देंगे. And you know a lot of examples that are there prevalent across the globe. उसी तरह घर पे भी वही चलता है. इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान वॉर. You know who is India and who is Pakistan. I will not elaborate. 4 बारी छुरी मारोगे, 5वें बार खुद को छुरा घोर दोगे. So better be careful when you are trying to be provocative. This is emotional. Mental recharging. Mental recharging happens through what you are seeing. Your television, the books that you read, the talks that you have. This affects you mentally. So, if you're reading good books, your thoughts become good. If you read, constantly read spiritual books, your thoughts become spiritual. If you constantly read fictional or sci-fi, your thoughts become like that. If you read horror, you become fearful. Example, you see a horror movie, that whole night you will not be able to sleep. Even the water droplet beside you will create fear. Or if someone opens the door also, you will be like, "Kaun aa raha hai?" The same fan which was rotating will create fear within you, that the fan may drop down. Why? Because you have been mentally affected by those thoughts. Same thing happening in the house, but this will add tension to your. So be very careful of what you see. If you see a lot of romantic movies, you will fill your life with romance. That is what you do in the initial stages of marriage. Initial days of marriage, romantic movies. Uske baad, horror movies. So You will see movies like Fighter. Mm. So important that what you see, because then those kinds of energy you will carry. You have mentally recharged yourself with those kinds of thoughts. Last but not the least is spiritual. Very important, again, to choose the place where you go. And when you go to a spiritual place, try to go to a place where you don't have to be pushed and pulled. Because when you're going there, you should have that peace dawning upon you. It is rare in India to find a place where you are not pushed and pulled, especially in the temples. But try to find that place and go there. Because then the recharge is different. Because if you are all the time stressed about, being pushed, time, this and that, not advisable to go. The best time, that is why, to visit a temple is actually the Mangala Aarti, the first Aarti of the day. Generally, at that time, people are still waking up, so they are not in that aggressive mode wherein they are pushed or pulled. They are like, okay, let's enjoy the moment. Generally, at that point in time, they are still in their sleep state, Nidra Avastha, just waking up from their sleep, lacking the energy to fight or push and pull. So that is the best time to go and experience the divinity. Because as the day progresses, the aggression in the person increases. The energy in the person increases. The irritation increases. The effect of the environment increases. So whenever you go to the temple, if you go in the morning, have a nice puja, whatever you do in the morning is the best. That will recharge you in a different way. And also the feeling with which you go. If you go with this feeling, then अरे मर गए, मम्मी पापा ने बुलाया है, मम्मी बोल रही है तब जाना है, या पति बोल रहे हैं तब जाना है, या पापा बोल रहे हैं तब जाना है, अरे शादी है इसलिए जाना है, अरे घर पे त्योहार है इसलिए जाना है, उस विचार के साथ अगर आप मंदिर जा रहे हो तो मत जाओ. Go because you enjoy going. If you enjoy going, go for it. But if you don't enjoy doing it, don't just do it for the sake of it. No point. You will unnecessarily discharge your battery than recharging your battery. So whatever you want to recharge it with, be mindful, be careful. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Surround yourself with those things that you want to recharge your life with. An example is, in marriages, you recharge it with flowers. In birthday parties, you recharge it with balloons, colorful balloons. What's the difference? The way you want to recharge yourself and others. You want to make it flowery, you want to make it decorative, stimulating. So whatever you want to recharge your life with, surround yourself with those kinds of things. If you want to get spiritually recharged, Surround yourself with spiritual people. Have people who will guide you, nurture you, nudge you. If you're going on the wrong path, they'll be like, no, this is not the right way to go ahead. Come back. And I hope that whatever we discussed today makes some sense of whatever is happening in your life. And you start implementing it. Have a nice saltwater bath shower. Cleanse yourself off properly. Use psychotherapy if needed. And once you're done with psychotherapy, start recharging yourself and start emanating what you want in your life from within at all levels: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Always remember that there are 4 stages, and always understand where what has to be told and done, and when it has to be told and done. Once you do that, everything will fall in place. With this, we come to the end of today's session. Any feedbacks, any suggestions,